Welcome back. Today, we're exploring a real-life phenomenon countries that will actually pay you to start or grow your family. Imagine falling in love with a place, and then discovering the government will hand you cash to have a baby there. It sounds wild, but it's happening. Some nations are offering serious financial incentives to combat declining birth rates. We're not talking about small tax breaks. These are life-changing offers. So, what if your next vacation could turn into a profitable new chapter? Let's dive into the most surprising places where having a child comes with a government check. Ready? Let's get started. Our first stop is the enchanting land of Italy, a country renowned for its rich history, delectable cuisine, and strong family values. Despite its vibrant culture, Italy is grappling with a significant population crisis, as birth rates have plummeted over the years. In response, the Italian government introduced the bonus bebe, a monthly financial allowance designed to support families with children until they reach adulthood. The amount varies based on family income, providing a substantial financial boost that can make a real difference in household budgets. In a bid to rejuvenate dwindling populations, some regions offer enticing incentives, including thousands of euros, to families willing to relocate and raise children there. These communities are eager for new residents to join them, helping to keep local schools open and vibrant. It's not merely about financial incentives, it's about breathing new life into entire villages and preserving cultural heritage. The bonus bebe has evolved over time, sometimes offered as direct cash payments, other times as tax breaks, but always with the same goal: to make parenting more affordable and appealing. Italy is skillfully blending its cherished traditions with innovative modern solutions, ensuring that La Dolce Vita remains attainable for families. If you've ever dreamed of raising your children under the warm Tuscan sun, Italy might just offer you the opportunity and the financial support to do so. With breathtaking scenery, mouth-watering food, and a financial boost, Italy presents an irresistible package for families. Italy's message is clear: come and create more Italians, and we'll be there to support you every step of the way. It's a win-win situation for both families and communities, fostering growth and happiness. Who could possibly say no to such an inviting offer? Next, Japan, a futuristic nation with one of the world's lowest birth rates. The government offers a national child allowance, monthly payments until your child finishes junior high. Local governments compete with even bigger incentives: free medical care, daycare subsidies, and cash bonuses. Some rural towns offer subsidized housing or land to attract young families. The challenge isn't just financial. Cultural pressures and work-life balance play a huge role. Japan is also expanding childcare and encouraging fathers to get involved. The government is doubling down on family policies, making parental leave more flexible and boosting child allowances. It's a massive effort to reverse the demographic trend. For anyone considering life in Japan, these programs can make starting a family much more affordable. It's a fascinating mix of tradition and radical policy. Japan is serious about supporting new parents. The incentives are real and growing. For families, it could be a game changer. Now Singapore, a city-state famous for planning and efficiency. Their baby bonus scheme is legendary cash gifts for each child with higher amounts for the third and beyond. Plus, the child development account matches every dollar you save for your child up to a limit. You can use this fund for childcare, medical expenses, and more. Add in tax reliefs, paid parental leave, and infant care grants. Singapore covers all the bases. The government's message: we're your partner in parenting. High living costs and work stress are still challenges, but the financial support is substantial. Singapore's model is studied worldwide for its effectiveness. It's a detailed, practical solution to a shrinking population. For residents, parenthood becomes a much more manageable journey. The state is all in on families. It's social engineering at its finest. Next, let's turn our attention to Russia, a country that faced a serious population crisis in the early 2000s. In response, the Russian government introduced a bold initiative called Mother's Capital. This program offers a substantial one-time payment to families when they have a second child, aiming to encourage larger families and reverse declining birth rates. The amount is significant, enough to make a real difference in a family's life. But there's an important condition: the money can't be spent on just anything. It must be used for specific purposes, such as buying or improving a home, funding children's education, or contributing to the mother's future pension. This targeted approach means the policy doesn't just boost birth rates. It also helps families secure better housing, invest in their children's education, and ensure long-term financial security for mothers. The program quickly became popular, helping to stabilize Russia's birth rate. Over time, it was expanded to include families with their first child as well, making it even more accessible and impactful. But Mother's Capital is about more than just financial support. It's also a source of national pride, a way for families to feel they're contributing to the country's future and well-being. The government presents the program as a patriotic duty, rewarding families for helping to build a stronger nation. The financial incentive is substantial, but the sense of purpose is just as important. For many, Mother's Capital is the key to moving out of cramped, outdated apartments and into modern, comfortable homes, transforming daily life for parents and children alike. It's a powerful motivator that has changed the lives of millions, giving families hope and new opportunities. Russia's approach stands out for its boldness and directness, tackling demographic challenges head-on. The results are clear. Birth rates have improved, and the benefits are visible in communities across the country. For Russian families, deciding to have another child is no longer just a personal choice. It's a major financial opportunity that can change their future. Mother's Capital is a unique blend of social policy and national strategy, showing how targeted investment can shape a nation's destiny. Now to South Korea, where the birth rate is the world's lowest. The government is in crisis mode, offering huge cash incentives to new parents. Parents receive a first encounter voucher at birth, plus generous monthly payments for the first 2 years. Local governments add their own perks: subsidized daycare, postnatal care, and expanded parental leave. Despite billions spent, the birth rate keeps falling. The problem is deeper than money. High education costs, housing prices, and intense social pressures discourage parenthood. South Korea's struggle shows that financial incentives alone can't change cultural norms. Still, for those who do have children, the support is among the world's best. The government's plea is clear: please have kids. We'll help you every way we can. It's a high-stakes gamble for the country's future. The world is watching to see if it works. For families, the benefits are real and immediate, but the challenge remains immense. Heading north to Canada, where the Canada Child Benefit (CCB) offers tax-free monthly payments to families with kids under 18. The amount is income-based, giving the most help to those who need it. Provinces add their own programs. Quebec, for example, offers extra family allowances and famously cheap daycare. These policies boost female workforce participation and help families afford children. Other provinces have offered tax credits or grants to keep young families local. Canada's approach is about long-term support, not one-time bonuses. It's a social safety net that makes raising kids a shared responsibility. By combining federal and provincial programs, Canada keeps family life financially viable from coast to coast. The system is stable, supportive, and designed for the long haul. For Canadian families, it's a steady hand in the journey of parenthood. Finally, let's turn to Hungary, home to what are widely considered the world's most aggressive and ambitious pro-family policies. In recent years, Hungary has made headlines for its bold approach to tackling population decline and supporting families, making it a fascinating case study for anyone interested in social policy. For newlyweds, the government offers a massive interest-free loan, an opportunity that's almost unheard of elsewhere. What's unique is that as couples have more children, their loan repayments are reduced, and in some cases, wiped out entirely. This means that starting a family isn't just encouraged, it's financially rewarded from day one. The CSOK housing grant is another cornerstone. Families receive substantial subsidies to buy or build their own homes, and the more children they have, the larger the grant becomes. This policy has helped thousands of families move into better housing, making home ownership a real possibility for many who might otherwise struggle. Perhaps most strikingly, women who have 4 or more children are exempt from paying income tax for the rest of their lives. This is a powerful incentive, recognizing the significant contribution of large families to society and providing long-term financial security for mothers. But the support doesn't stop there. Families can also access generous car subsidies for larger vehicles, free in vitro fertilization treatments, and expanded access to affordable childcare. These benefits are designed to remove as many barriers as possible for those who want to grow their families. All of these measures are part of a sweeping, all-in approach by the government, rooted in a conservative nationalist vision that sees families as the very foundation of the nation's future and identity. The results are already visible. Birth and marriage rates in Hungary are rising faster than anywhere else in the European Union, reversing decades of decline and sparking new hope for the country's demographic future. Of course, there's ongoing debate about whether these policies are sustainable in the long run, given their high cost and the challenges of maintaining such generous support. But in the short term, the impact is undeniable. For Hungarian families, the message from the state is clear and simple. Build a family, and you'll receive support on a scale that most countries can't even imagine. The government is making a promise, and so far, it's keeping it. It's a massive, expensive bet on the future, one that requires significant investment and political will, but also offers the potential for long-term national renewal. By putting both its money and its national identity on the line, Hungary is signaling to the world that it sees families as its greatest asset and the key to its survival. For families, the incentives are almost unmatched anywhere else, making Hungary a unique place to raise children and plan for the future. In doing so, Hungary is redefining what it means for a nation to invest in its next generation, setting a bold example that's being watched closely around the world. There you have it, 7 countries turning family planning into national strategy with mind-blowing incentives. From Italy's villages to South Korea's cities, it's amazing to see how nations value their future. If you enjoyed this global tour, hit subscribe for more fascinating stories. Every subscription helps us bring you more adventures. Thanks for watching, stay curious, and see you next time. The world's most surprising secrets are just a click away.